Damn, you won't
We
believe
are
this.
here. Studio mode, yeah. All right, we are live, guys.
Hey, everybody.
What's
Hi,
up?
Crow. Hi, Phoenix.
Well, that was a really great show. Glad we
guys doing
we could
okay?
put it together. See you guys next week.
Howdy, everybody.
Yeah, how you doing? Yeah,
Exactly.
all right.
Okay.
Show over.
So we're gonna. Show's over, baby. Go home. You
Good night.
can't stay here.
Thanks for
Oh,
coming,
hell.
guys.
All right.
Excuse me?
What's up,
not thanking them for
Obsidian?
coming.
You heard me.
Normal Saturday night for Matt. Thanks for coming, guys.
All right, so we're gonna get this thing rolling. See how far we can get. Welcome to the Lovecraft Tapes podcast. This is case 13, Iris. I am Jeremy, your keeper of arcane lore, and we play Chaosium's Call of Cthulhu, a role-playing game filled with cosmic horror, existential dread, and the lilting voices of the dead singing midnight songs with throats choked full of worm-ridden grave soil. Yeah, just like that. Your investigators of the unknown are Gabe as Roy.
I feel like we haven't exclusively disclosed the fact that the Red Sox won, but they did.
Spoilers. Matt as Rocky.
And that's why I have a strong distaste for modern art or non-modern art. Just art in general. I just don't like it.
It tastes
And Brian as Pippa.
I'm not sure if anybody knows this, but I'm not wearing socks.
Now I know this.
Yes, now we all know that. Welcome back, everybody. How are you guys doing tonight?
Yeah.
Alive.
Yeah, just
I am appropriately whelmed.
Nice.
Alive.
I like that.
For now.
Set your expectations. Good to go.
Yep.
Well, I had a lovely tofu katsu for dinner.
Cat
Rub
soup?
it in.
You
Rub
had
it
cat
in.
soup,
I had
dude.
cat
That's
soup.
gross.
It was delicious. Had
Keep showing those videos of cat soup.
oh, sorry, hairball. All right. Well, listeners, if you would like to provide feedback or praise or just say hi, drop us a letter from beyond on our website at lovecrafttapes.com. And we do have one fresh letter tonight. So you would
Nice.
pull it up for us. And
Freshly dug up.
yes, yeah, I actually begged and pleaded for everybody to give us a letter from beyond. And finally, someone
Please
did.
be K.
It is K. The letter is K. Okay. No, this is actually from Ineptus Astartes on Discord,
Ooh.
who asks, was there any specific meaning behind the 3 deaths or how they were committed in case 8? Also, what were the individual handouts you gave to each of the players after the dream sequences? Thank you, Crow, not the cat soup. So, this is basically a question for me. Was there a specific meaning behind the 3 deaths that were committed in case 8?
Not really. First, I was going to... Oh.
Yeah, essentially, yeah, basically it was my whole intent was to sort of give these guys a murder mystery to solve. And the 3 clues, like Columbo, it's like what are the what are the connections between these 3? And they weren't. There weren't any connections. So, but then eventually they'd come to find out that Dagon was the underlying cause for all of this. So that is the reason or the specific meaning behind the deaths. The handouts I gave to them were basically after Roy went nutso and shot up the bar, shot the bartender's phone out of his hand. We kind of needed to figure out a way to get back to square one. And everybody was like hurt or in other places. And, yeah. So I gave Matt and Brian some direction. Not like here's what to do. It was more like
Scripts.
Here's what happened when you guys were unconscious or out of commission while Roy was shooting up the place. And so when they all reconvened at the bar the next day, it was a way for them to divulge different pieces of information that might be useful to the ongoing case. So That's why I gave them handouts. And I know it's kind of we don't do that too much anymore where I'm like, all right, Gabe, mute your headphones or take your headphones off. We don't try to do that too much anymore because I don't, there we go. That's it. It's not super easy or conducive. And it kind of is a gag. It's a gimmick. And, so we don't do that much anymore. But that's what happened back then in case 8. We're now in case 13. So
back in the day,
we've learned more. We've evolved.
Well,
Have we?
I've forgotten more than you.
We haven't gotten better.
We do things differently now.
Yes.
That's what we've
Really?
learned.
But thank you, Ineptus Astartes, for asking that question. If anybody else has any questions, please let us know and just zap it to us. You can send it to me via Twitter. You can send it to me on our website. However you want to get it to me.
Carrier pigeon.
Carrier pigeon. I would love to answer more letters like that, especially for these guys too. You might want to know like what they're thinking or whatever.
Thinking.
Whatever.
Roll for thinking.
Also,
Okay.
a gentle reminder that if you would like to chat with us in real time, join our Discord server at discord.lovecrafttapes.com today, and Gabe will totally help you move a body if you run over someone on a dusty road at 1 a.m. on your way to a cult meeting. No questions asked.
That's so nice of you, Gabe.
I might ask questions like, what car are we gonna move it in? And
Yeah, how roomy is it?
Can we get McDonald's after?
Yeah.
Need my nugs.
So
My
that's
nugs.
false advertising.
Love me some pink slime.
That's right. Well, that's only if they're on the Discord, though. If they're like randos, you can ask as many questions.
Yeah.
Because, whatever. All right. Well, this show is brought to you in part by our generous fans and supporters on patreon.com/Lovecraft Tapes. Thank you guys. Appreciate all the support and assistance that you've given us to produce these types of shows. But in the meantime, before we begin, we need to take a quick commercial break. So let's roll some sweet ass D.
I got an
your
8.
D Hondo.
I rolled a 1.
Oh, God.
Nice. Oh, guess what we have here?
Gabe
Oh
and
God,
Matt.
we have Gabe. It's Gabe and Matt again. What
It's
the
the
hell?
Gabe and Matt show.
It's the
Hey!
Gabe and Matt show. Take it away, guys.
Hey.
Gabe's selling.
I know.
Brian just volunteered to sell. Okay. Hey, you.
Wait, who are we talking? Wait, is that you, Jimmy?
No, you. Eugene, you.
No, Eugene is dead. I ran him over with a lawnmower.
I'll take 2.
Well, how about you?
No, that's what you call a small baby lamb, usually the female.
Have you ever ran someone over with a lawnmower?
What? Why, yes, I have. How did you know that?
Just what I'm selling today, sir.
You're selling people run over by a lawnmower, or you're trying to sell me a lawnmower that's really great for running over people?
Which of those would you think is better?
I mean, I do have use for a lawnmower that's really good for running over
Look
people.
at this
My
new
neighbor's dog has
lawnmower.
been.
Check out my new lawnmower that I have for sale today.
Wow, that's you really went all out with the chrome, didn't you?
Oh, chrome is the best to be styling as you're running your neighbors and kids down with it. As you'll notice, the blade is arched, so that way as you go over a body, it will not stop cutting them.
Oh wow, that's high quality technology right there.
Now, I know from a source or two that you ran a man named Eugene over.
Who told you this?
I just heard. It's the word on the street. You hear?
Well, if you figure out
What if I
who
were
let
to-
it blab, let me know. I need to run them over with the lawnmower.
So it sounds like I've sold you on this, huh?
Well, yeah, as soon as you figure out who told you that I ran over Eugene with a lawnmower, I'll buy you a lawnmower to run them over with.
I didn't catch your name.
Look, that's not important in this case. Plausible deniability is everything, kid. Trust me.
So the person that blabbed to me's name was not important in this case.
Look, either you tell me who told you, or I'm gonna run you over with your own lawnmower.
No, that was their name. I have another device that, runs that's good for tracking people down who blab, so you can run them over with the lawnmower. It's a good addition. It's only 500 times the price.
Really? And how well does that work? Do you have any good Amazon reviews?
I have word of mouth recommendations from people that I didn't pay.
Well, that's good enough for me. I'll take the whole package.
All right, so the whole package actually comes with 4 copies of it.
It's fine. I have a lot of people I need to track down to run over with a lawnmower. I mean, I got a list that's a mile wide.
All right, well, I don't know if you noticed that this lawnmower comes with a list holder.
Oh, well, that is just so convenient.
So, it sounds like you're sold. I'm the greatest salesman who's ever lived.
Here, all my credit cards. Hopefully one of them works.
I'm sure one will, and if not, we can, hip-hop on a couple of them, break it up, however needed. Actually, I'm just going to take these with me back to the office.
Oh, that's perfectly fine. I trust you 100% after only knowing you for this past 2 minutes.
All right, happy trails and running people down and such.
I can't hear you over the sound of this lawnmower that I'm running my neighbor over with. What was that?
That's the spirit.
That was Blabber Lawnmower from Snapper. Blabber, Snapper, Snapper, Blabber.
It's just one name, but written a mile wide. Oh,
From Toro.
Oh, that was good.
Sponsor us, Toro.
Yeah, that was
Do it.
good.
Do it.
Well,
Only because it has the holder would I purchase the product.
Yeah.
I've heard that
the
before.
list holder. The list holder.
Well, as long as it
For
can
lawn
handle a
mowing.
list that's a mile wide.
Well, perhaps one day we'll all look back at this product and or service with nostalgic fondness. I'll say, "Hey, Brian, you remember that product and or service?" And he'll shake his head in confusion. Then I'll ask, "Hey, Matt, do you remember that product and or service?" And he'll just look at me with his mouth hanging open. Finally, I'll intone in a real creepy voice, "Hey, Gabe, do you remember that product and or service?" And he'll finally be the one to turn tail and run, the other two close behind him, because I've been dead for years, and I don't look so well. Dressed in that stupid suit they made me wear when they buried me, now all moldy and holes eaten in the fabric, so the white of the bone shows through. That's what they get for buying cheap polyester and even cheaper casket.
I
But we
needed a refund.
cremated you. What the fuck?
No, you cremora'd me. That's way different, buddy. Way different.
I cream of corned you.
You cream of corn. You creamed all over me, and that was not good.
Sponsored by
Not good.
Campbell's.
Completely covered you
Cream
in
of corn
cream of corns.
This burial is sponsored by.
Cream your corn.
Before we venture forward, let us briefly discuss and review your Diary of the Dead. If you'll turn your attention to Roll20, I have pulled up your Diary of the Dead for case 13, and I would like to hear your thoughts on the objectives and questions that need answers and clues, and anything that you may have picked up last time, which I don't see anything new written on here. You guys have the opportunity to add to this,
You mistake opportunity
you gotta do
for
which you can do
motivation.
right now as we discuss it.
Yeah, Matt, you're a good typist.
So all you have to do, I believe, is hit that edit button, and you should be good to go. Anybody can
What
do
if
this.
I
You can do it
accidentally
simultaneously.
delete
I mean,
all of it?
But talk about it.
Could, but
Okay, I left right as they were.
We're talking about
Well.
the objectives and questions that you need answers to. I assume you're looking at it right now. Diary of the Dead.
I'm staring right at it.
Cool. So what we had from last time
Don't do
we
that,
did
Brian. You'll go insane.
is what is the artifact? What was where was Charles going to meet Samantha in NYC? And is Charles hiding out in NYC somewhere? The clues that you've unearthed so far are Odebrati engraved on the artifact, room 217 engraved on the brass key hidden inside the artifact, 76 on a crumpled paper tucked into a key loop, artifact originally received at Hotel Odebrati, signed for by M. Windows on the second floor at Hotel Odebrati are boarded up, and light sconces in the hallways of Hotel Odebrati are of high design in the shape of ornate flower vase. So, talk about this.
We did more than that. We also, some of the clues we got were, I'm not going to type. My keyboard's obnoxiously loud.
Somebody else can type.
Yeah, Matt can.
I could, but
we helped an old lady outside. Her dog got taken, and the description was of a tall, gray, dog-like creature.
The Dog Man of Michigan. Wait.
He's just visiting New York.
Who is
Like
the old
everybody
lady?
needs a
Good shows.
vacation, including
Who
the
is the
Dog
old
Man.
lady?
Who was the old lady? I'll refer to my notes there. I do believe.
See, we got Brian. He's got this.
Yep. I'm just forcing you guys to talk about it for the benefit of our audio listeners.
They get
Who
to
are they?
listen to one episode right
Look,
after
if they-
the other. We don't.
if they want to play a
I-
game
I'm
of
more-
Call of Cthulhu, they can play a
I'm
game.
more interested in your thought processes and
Yeah.
what are you doing to unravel this mystery?
See,
So
you're assuming that I
confident
think,
in
and that's where you would be wrong.
Cool.
Well, then in that case,
Nothing.
my thought process is the guy at the front desk. He seems to always be at the front desk, regardless of time or of day.
Is that a clue?
It can be. I'm going to try to pry into that more.
He's been dead for 30
Cool.
years.
Maybe jot that down as a clue
Matt.
or an objective or question that needs answered.
Yeah, objective probably. Get more info out of
Tomislav?
Thomas.
Why do you know like Tomislav?
I love
He's
Thomas.
a good guy. I'm here all the time. It's what I do. I'm a manager.
I love his sweet
Big fan of
booze.
Thomas Love.
Tomislav. Come
Sweet booze. It's
on. We're
nice.
here. We're having fun.
Matt, hit edit and start typing. With the clickety clicks.
Well, I mean, my keyboard isn't any less obnoxiously loud
It
than
don't
yours.
matter. It don't matter, my friends. We want to hear. What
I mean, we
else?
found. We
I've
went
been
to.
kind of lagging behind the whole time. Like my character's been lagging.
That's
behind,
fine.
so-
That's fine. But what do you know, and what do you make of these things as a player? What do you make of these things? Anything
So we
here
did
is
actually make
sparky.
it to room 217.
You did, yes.
Yeah,
you're
we
you're
saw
actually in room 17 right now.
We are currently, yep, and we just discovered that there's a bunch of paintings hanging from the walls,
Yes.
and each painting has a number underneath it, and
It's
number
true.
76 has Charles Blaine in the painting.
It's very weird. It's very weird. Why is that? Why are we supposed?
Oh, no, man, I never got Instagram.
Hmm? Hashtag 76. Everybody just go out,
Oh, God.
do the thing.
It's only the worst of all the Fallout games.
What do you think, Gabe? What do you think, my friend? Any
Stop
thoughts
before I
running
go on
through that
major
little head of
rant.
yours? That
Ooh,
pretty little head of
76.
yours.
Who of the two of them would recognize Charles more?
I think Roy would definitely.
Roy. Yeah.
Definitely Roy.
Yeah.
Rocky is well read,
Terrible.
so he would definitely recognize.
Probably
He's a
has like a
nerd
little
who knows
dossier
nothing.
on him.
Sure. He's well read. He came in
I have a
blazing.
do-si-do on everybody.
He likes the do-si-dos.
Mm.
Everybody likes do-si-dos.
nice.
Yes. It's good.
Do-si
So-
donuts?
So we kind of know what artifact is. Well, we don't really know what the purpose is, do we?
No,
Like,
we
what is artifact?
Right.
We know
we
it
don't know.
housed the key.
Yes, it was a vessel of sorts.
Oh,
But
what's
What'd you say?
we
I
have
was
no
gonna
idea.
gonna say
Wessel.
that.
Wessel. We have
He's
no idea.
Wessel.
Like, what is it worth? What are these gemstones? Who
Ah.
made the fucking thing?
Yeah.
Who made it?
Gutenberg.
We have clue though, because Otabrati on it engraved. right?
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's
So,
connected.
so we need to we ask, what is this dog thing? Is this important? We don't know.
I want to put it down.
Do we remember the lady's name? I don't think we do.
Oh, I think it might be a bit big to put down.
I thought
I'll give you a hint. I believe her name was McGee. Was that it?
that was the officer, I think, wasn't it?
No.
Officer M. Loyola. Loyola.
Lola.
I don't know if we
Loyola?
got the.
No, that can't be it.
Yes, her name was McGee, I believe, sir.
Okay, I didn't write that down. So
Yeah.
McGee, I
It
believe.
may or may
so.
not
So
be
it's gonna
important. We
tough
don't
to
know.
remember.
But you
well,
know,
obviously it is. The keeper asked 5 times what her
no,
name
I
was.
just ask these random things because you never know what's important.
It's all random.
You never know what's important.
That's so random.
So I think that's good enough for review. So we'll take a look here and see what Matt has added to this, and I don't see anything. I don't see anything new added to the Diary of the Dead.
Save
Is
changes.
that, oh, there we go. Save chances. Yep. Charles was in one of the paintings.
McGee.
McGee. You know,
I don't
Nick
believe
G.
you. I think we would remember something.
She's
like
the old
that.
lady that lost her dog to the big gray dog.
She did. All right, I think that's good enough for now. That's fine enough for now. That gives you. I just want you to be constantly thinking about these things, and we can go forward. But now,
Don't do it.
We go
you're
backwards.
investigators. We play. Case 13. Tape 5. Branching out. Previously on the Lovecraft tapes. Twilight arrives in the Big Apple as our inglorious investigators settle into their surroundings only to discover they may have brought Arkham's weirdness with them. Pippa attempts to comfort a lady looking for her lost dog, but her maternal instincts must be on the fritz. Meanwhile, Rocky and Roy go in search of the wayward canine, only to discover troubling splotches of red sauce in the alleyway. No one likes to do detective work on an empty stomach, so the three seek out sustenance, followed by too much adult beveraging, followed by a late-night foray to the second floor, where a strange art gallery awaits. Will Roy pick more fights with professional sports mascots? Will Rocky ever reveal what really happened in Bogota, Colombia, even though he
No.
never talks about Bogota, Colombia? Will Pippa continue to exit stage left even, just when things are about to get interesting? The lights dim, the crowds murmur, the curtain goes up.
In flame.
Roy,
That was the previous one.
That's a me.
behind you, Rocky gives a belabored groan as he sits on the stone bench and rubs his face as if trying to scrub away a bad memory. You ignore your brother, instead carefully studying one of the paintings hanging on the wall in room 217. You can hardly believe your eyes. It's Charles Blaine, all right, but he's depicted as a white-haired... I'm sorry. It's Charles Blaine, all right, but he's depicted as white-haired and thin, decades older than what he should be today if he were still alive. He's dressed in a fedora and trench coat, like some kind of aged detective in a black and white movie from the 50s, staring out at you with his back to a dark tunnel. There's an expression of mild surprise on his face, and you get the impression from his posture that he's in the process of turning, as if he just heard something emanating from that benighted archway. You shiver slightly, shaking off an eerie feeling. As you do so, you catch something odd about the way the artist painted the eyes. You lean in closer to discover two tiny designs cleverly hidden with expert brushstrokes inside Charles's iris. The letters M and O.
T. Oh.
MO. That's my MO.
Mo.
I haven't left the room yet. So
Clearly
I'm
not.
going-
You're staring at this painting.
Yeah. I
From
know.
outside.
And Rocky's sitting behind you on the bench.
Yeah, well, the bench wasn't a big factor, so you're saying things about the bench right now. Trying to see. All right, I'm gonna cut out this painting and take it.
So, explain how you're going to do this. Give me lots of detail.
Is there glass over it? Like, or is it just
There
like
is
a
not.
painting
These are
thing?
actually paintings. They appear to be oil. And they're framed. The frames are kind of nice. We'll say maybe metallic gilded frames.
All right. Well, hold on. Rocky, do you have a knife?
But do I have I mean, I always carry a multi-tool on me that has a blade on it. Why?
I'm taking this painting. Let me see it.
I mean, you could just try and lift the frame off the wall.
I could, but then I can't fold it up and keep it easily.
Easily.
I'm gonna reach into my pocket and pull out my Swiss Army knife that I have on me at all times.
All right.
Don't hurt yourself. It's sharp and pointy.
All right, and I'll grab it, hand slamming into the blade first.
High five! Ah!
So I'm not all that concerned with the border, so I'm not going to be as precise as I need to be, but
Okay.
I'm just basically going to cut around the frame and take the painting out.
Gotcha. So you're basically just slicing within the frame
Yeah.
to try to remove the canvas from it, right?
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and give me a dexterity roll and just don't fumble it.
Okay. Can't tell me what I can't do. You have to tell me what I need to do. I got a hard success. I need an 80. I got a 19.
I'm not seeing anything in the chat. Are you guys?
Yeah, it's there.
Oh. I am not seeing it.
I lied.
In that case, he rolled a 1.
Yeah. That's wild. I wonder why I'm not seeing
Yeah, that's
that.
weird.
I'm going to pop that back out. Hang on a sec here. Oh, there we go. I had a hard success. So yeah, you expertly go around the edges. You almost feel as though you're using the same skill that you used when you put that screen door rubber seal around the edges of the artifacts case to stop the the countdown back at Blaine Manor. As long as no one shut the door or open the door real quickly, then it's fine.
As long
So
as
yeah,
there's no-
again, you have a nice steady hand, and you're able to separate the and it curls up accordingly, and just pulling up that one particular part. Sorry. As you do so, you do notice that there appears to be a word sort of written vertically on the back side of the edge of the frame, just where the canvas was applied or affixed to the back of the frame. The frame itself, not the canvas, actually has something written there. And the word is Zepter. Zepter. You're not quite sure, is it like a manufacturer's name or mark, but it's a very peculiar. The Z actually is sort of stylized and catches your eye.
Hey, Rocky,
Yes.
does Zepter mean anything to you?
Oh, not yet. I'm going to pull out my phone and I'm going to immediately go to the Googs and we're going to type in Zepter and see if anything pulls up.
No service.
Go ahead and give me a library use.
A Google it roll.
Would this be a good time to do the computer and library use? Since
No.
he's using a
This will
phone?
We're not
no.
in a library.
Absolutely
Wanted
not.
it to be hard.
I needed an
Oh, it
80.
is.
I rolled a 26. That's a hard success.
and I
okay,
wanted it to
so-
be-
Or if you can't see the roll, it's a 1.
I can see it fine.
Damn.
You did nicely. Yeah. So as
worth a shot.
Roy is rolling up the painting, which I will say that Roy does also notice that the painting itself is not cracking. The paint's not cracking. It appears to be relatively young in its condition.
Oil-based.
So the canvas is not cracking. It's not crinkling in any fashion that would make you think that this is an older painting. It appears to be quite fresh. While you're doing that,
Frickin' fresh.
Rocky is shaking the cobwebs away, trying actually averting his eyes from the paintings.
Oh,
Wait
till the wedding night.
somewhat grateful to be concentrating on something else, and types in
What
the word
paintings?
Zepter, and of course Google detects his location here in New York City, and immediately pulls up Zepter. Sorry, pulling it up right now. Zepter Museum of Art, located in Soho.
Well, for your information, Roy, Zepter appears to be a local art gallery, right down in Soho, according to this map.
All right. Well, they're the ones who framed this photo of Chucky and Odebrati and all the good stuff. So something to check out, I guess. I'm taking this painting so we can not have to sit in this abandoned hall or floor too much longer.
And as soon as you say that,
Uh-oh.
The door disappears.
you hear the hum of the elevator out in the hall.
Humana.
It sounds like someone's descending.
Shit.
They can tell that?
They can tell shit.
Descending, for sure.
Oh yeah, I can. Hold on. Going down.
So
Oh.
Hey, Roy, does that sound like a descending elevator to you? Because it sounds like it's descending.
Well, it's
Obviously.
you're on the second floor,
quite,
so
It
you know,
makes sense.
You can hear like something coming down. Like you can detect it.
What is it?
All right. I feel like it's
Well,
time
it's
to
an
get outta
elevator,
here.
Brian. We've been over
Oh.
this.
Should be in it, not over it.
I think it's time to get out of here, Rock.
Yes, probably. Hopefully, we can make it back to the stairs before the elevator opens. And
I'll just pretend I'm blind.
this isn't the bathroom. Gosh darn it!
It usually works.
You guys could do help.
All right, let's get out of here.
All right, explain to me what you're doing.
We're getting out of there.
Duh.
That doesn't work.
We'll run to the staircase.
Welcome to the Vague Podcast.
We're gonna do a
We'll
thing.
put one foot.
Okay,
in
so
front
you're gonna
of
run to
other.
the staircase. And
We're
are you-
gonna we're gonna make a run for the stairs.
Cool. And are you? How are you treating the room as you leave it?
I'm just gonna close the door behind me so that it doesn't look like we opened the door.
No locking.
Nope.
Okay.
Because I'm just trying to get out of there.
Okay.
And they're a little-
pretty clear. Someone was
Got
in
yeah,
there,
and
so-
they're actually had
a
a
little
couple
bit
of drinks.
tipsy-whipsy.
And when you get to the staircase, are you going up or down?
We're going up because our
Yeah.
room is on the 6th floor.
Got it. Okay. So you guys both hustle, closing the door to room 217 behind you,
We did the hustle.
but
And
without
you're drunk.
locking it. And maybe Rocky thinks last minute, like, oh shit, maybe I should have locked that. But he's already halfway down the hallway, and you can see the lights from the elevator go ding 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 ding, and it's on floor 3 right now, heading down.
Clearly, we should have locked it.
And you open
Nah.
the stairwell door just as the doors open to the elevator, and you see behind you the doors open and light spray out,
Ew.
and you're in the stairwell running up to your room, and you get back,
Guys? No.
and you get back to your room.
I refute this.
And actually,
nothing
you're
wrong.
in 2 different rooms. So, are you
Yeah.
powwowing at all, or are you calling it a night?
You guys want to wrestle some more?
Yeah. Or are you doing any more research on the thing? Or you can do whatever you want, but I mean, just tell me what you're doing.
Do something.
I'm going to bed.
It sounds like a good idea to me.
Nice. Who's got the painting?
I do.
Cool.
It's mine.
So
Who's the big spoon?
Roy heads into his
Me.
bedroom, where you can already hear Bugsy snoring up a storm. Or, I mean, Benedictito snoring up a storm. And Rocky, you go to your room. Anything you're going to do before you go to sleep?
Turn on Sports Center and drift away.
Hell yeah. Rocky?
Turning all the lights on, and then I'm going to go to bed.
Nice. Keep those shadows at bay because you never know what's hiding in the corner. I need a constitution roll from each of you.
Stupid.
Not the constipation roll like last time.
Oh,
That's
well,
a
that
total different thing. You both failed.
Oh, it failed horribly.
Who failed worse?
He failed.
Yeah, I think
Matt.
that's Matt.
Yeah.
So we'll take care of you, Matt, real quick here.
If I fail, just don't fail worse than
So
everyone else.
Roy, immediately as soon as you get back and you hear the soft susurration of Bugsy snoring away like a little puppy, and you, what do you do with the painting?
I put it under my mattress.
Of course you do, baby. All right, so you tuck it in there and lay back, pop on Sports Center, and unfortunately there are some highlights from a game earlier in the day which you don't really care to see. So you flip around a little bit and you find some classic Sports Center and drift away to some of the,
04,
the
baby.
greats. Yeah. And you fall asleep almost immediately, aided by the food and the drink and the excitement of the day. Rocky, you try to go to sleep, but all the lights are on and you're tossing and turning. And at some point you're like, I just need a few hours of sleep. And trepidatiously you throw the switch to turn off all the lights. You crawl into bed. And it seems as though you're asleep for maybe 2 minutes. And you hear something wake you up. You're not even sure what it is. You bolt upright in bed. You look at the alarm clock and it says it's 4 a.m. So you've actually been asleep for about 3 hours. I guess.
sounds
two,
like
2
a
or
new
3
character
hours.
sheet.
A couple hours. And your heart is beating so thunderously in your chest. You feel as though there's a presence in the room.
Santa?
all of your senses attune and become highly alert. And you hear rain pattering at the window and a low rumble of thunder outside. And you breathe a sigh of relief because you realize it was probably
It's just the tooth fairy.
something like that woke you up. And you go to the window
To the wall.
to see what New York looks like. And you realize that the hotel actually on the 6th floor has a pretty decent view if you look straight up of the Empire State Building. It's only a few blocks away.
Jump.
And a purple lightning bolt jumps from the sky and hits the tip of the Empire State Building.
Just the tip?
Sparking and undulating unnaturally from the clouds above, and then immediately disappears. You wait for what seems like 5 minutes, and there is never any thunder. Pippa.
Roll for surprise.
Pre-dawn dimness tickles your closed eyelids. You lick your dry lips, tasting something sour. Swallowing, you detect rank alcohol residue with just a hint of bile. Oh God, what a night. First, all those small plates at the tapas restaurant with wine, then cocktails at the piano bar. Afterward, you and the boys broke into room 217 where that music? What did it remind you of? Oh, yeah. Fantasia. Your dad took you to go see that Disney movie when you were little. It scared you, especially the part where Mickey Mouse is the sorcerer's apprentice, and he doesn't know how to use magic, so things get really out of hand. You pull the covers up, frowning. Why does that particular scenario seem so familiar? Hurts to think right now. Must get more sleep. You feel yourself begin to sink back towards slumber when you hear a voice call from the next room. Hello, sleepyhead! I can hear you, my little chesnitsa. How do you take your coffee? Your eyes snap open. Fully awake now, you realize this isn't your hotel room, and this certainly isn't your bed.
Oh boy. Okay, so
And that, kids, is How I Met Your Mother.
How I Met Your Father, a new amazing show that everyone asked for.
I'm going to be as absolutely quiet as I possibly can as I frantically get out of the
Walk
bed
of shame.
and gather up my things. First, I'm going to take a millisecond to assess my situation.
And
How am I dressed? What's going on?
you tell me, what is your situation?
Okay. I have
A lampshade on
My-
your head.
my shirt is still on. My underwear are on.
No,
I have
denying.
one sock on. And I can't find one of my shoes.
Okay.
So I'm frantically looking under the bed. I've got everything else. I, as fast as I can, put my pants back on, tripping and falling back onto the bed, bouncing right back straight up, looking everywhere for this other shoe. I'm about to give up on it because I need to get the hell out of here. That's what I'm doing.
Cool. And then?
I'm going to...
Do you find the shoe? I'm very curious.
I was hoping I'd have to roll for that, but okay. No, I can't find my shoe. I don't care. At this point, I have everything I need. My pants are on. I noticed that there's a mirror over a dresser, so I kind of fix my hair a little bit, kind of straighten up, and I walk to the door, and I put my ear to see if I can hear if there's anybody outside the door.
Go ahead and give me a listen then.
Right.
Sounds like a listen.
I don't hear anything.
I'm sorry, my thing is not up.
No, I didn't roll. I just
Okay.
don't want to roll.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you're the one who said that you were going to listen, so you did this
That's
to
weird.
yourself, sir.
I clicked on it. Oh, there it goes.
There we go.
Okay, so I needed a 40. I rolled a 50. That is a fail. So I
Yeah.
don't hear anything.
You actually do. You hear what sounds like a washing machine. You can sort of hear like this arrhythmic thump, thump, thump.
He's got other
thump,
people here.
Thump, thump.
Okay. So I'm going to shaking. I'm shaking. My head is pounding. Horrible, horrible taste in my mouth. I'm going to reach for the doorknob and slowly turn it, hoping it doesn't make a click. Please don't make a click. Please don't make a
Click.
There's a click, but it was subtle. It was subtle, right? It was subtle. I barely heard it, so nobody could hear that.
You just hear Roy from the 6th floor screaming through the vents. Click.
I'm going to open the door just a sliver and peek to see if I see anything.
Absolutely, you do. You see what is
Oh,
clearly
he's not
a
wearing pants.
small apartment,
For underwear.
and it's sort of an all-in-one type situation where it's a living room with a kitchenette kind of deal.
Yeah.
It's very bright out there. There's sun shining through one of the windows and one of the walls. There's actually only windows in one of the walls.
Got you.
And you can hear and see Tomoslav, who is clearly cooking some breakfast, it looks like.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me a spot hidden.
Damn it, Randy.
How's that?
Ram it, Dandy.
I needed a 35. I rolled a 37. I would like to spend a luck.
Would you?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
At this point, anything to not be confronted?
Well, that's not going to happen. But go ahead and spend your luck. It's 2 luck you need.
Yep.
Did you already shout out your results?
2 luck to 5.
I needed a 35. I rolled a 37.
Thank you. Spend 2 luck. What does that give you for luck left?
42.
Okay, so you're whittled down to 42. And so, yeah, you peek around through that slit in the door, and your hand's kind of shaking a little bit because you realize you're in a situation that you did not expect.
Correct.
And you're not quite certain what is going on at this point. However, you do see your shoe out there. It's sitting by the couch. And you also see the coffee table next to the couch has a cribbage board next to it, or set up on it. I'm sorry.
Okay.
The coffee table has a cribbage board on it. And you dimly recall playing cribbage. You hadn't played in a very long time. It was something that your grandmother actually taught you.
It was strip cribbage.
Shut up.
and it was something that your
with grandma.
family did as a sort of group activity. So cribbage was actually something that it was part of your family. Some people do euchre, some people do other card games, but cribbage was what your family did, and that strikes a chord with you, and you feel immediate
C-sharp major.
relaxation.
Yeah, because that memory came back. I'm like, okay, it's maybe not as bad as I thought it would. That I thought it was.
And as soon as you remember that, or recall that, or feel better about it, Tomislav, with still his back turned to you at the kitchenette, clearly cooking something, says, just calls out to the air, "Do you take cream or sugar?"
And the air responds, both?
Wendigo?
Psycho. I'm going to stand up straight, re-look in the mirror, kind of collect myself a little bit more. Take the one shoe off that I had put on, so it's in my hand. And I'm going to slowly open the door and walk towards my other shoe and announce myself by a big good morning.
Oh, there she is. Okay. So I don't know. I usually do like scrambled eggs. I hope you like them. I like them a little soft with some salt and pepper, no cheese and nothing. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, I think that'll be fine if I can keep them down. It was a long night.
This will help you keep everything down. Trust me, I'm old pro at this. All right.
You're a GoPro?
How you like coffee? I suggest black. Sometimes the cream she curdles, comes right back up. Hey, you look good this morning. You don't look like, we had a lot to drink last night. What can I say?
A question from the audience: did we ever get a physical description on Tomislav?
No, you did not.
No,
We don't want it.
In your
Phoenix
imagination.
was wondering.
Still no.
Use your brain pan.
Yes.
Well, I wanted to thank you for letting me stay here last night.
Oh, yes. I mean, you were going nowhere. It's not like you're going up the stairs or anything. And I
tried.
I'm a gentleman. I don't touch, I'm not going to,
The stairs?
I'm not going to carry you anywhere, or, I might get, I'm just the manager here. But, we would have a good time. And,
I remember cribbage.
You taught me cribbage, and I appreciate the cribbage.
Love that.
It was very fun. You were a very funny girl. A lady, I should say.
I really appreciate you.
Yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate that too. But I don't remember a whole lot either. I broke out the second mason jar, and things got.
I don't remember.
And there was records and dancing. You lost your shoe. It sounds so much fun. It was so good.
Oh, you mind if I sit?
Oh no, please sit. I think breakfast is be ready in a moment.
You have any toilet paper?
I
said sit.
That kind of sit goes in the other room. All right. You maybe in your country, your state or your city. I don't know. Maybe in Arkham. I don't know. So I just a minute, and I'll have this up for you. And he goes back to work.
I take a seat.
Okay. And you smell bacon and eggs, just the aroma. Actually, there's not a whole lot of...
grease is good, though.
Grease is good. There's not a whole lot of ventilation in New York spaces. And he doesn't seem to be too concerned about that.
Yeah.
But you could tell just looking out the window that you're only on the first floor. By your judgment, you're probably just behind where the office is or the front space is. So he clearly has, and some of this is sort of coming back to you slowly through the dim mists that his apartment is just basically right behind the front desk. That's kind of where he lives and breathes. So he prepares breakfast and brings it over. I hope this is okay. It's just I haven't got to the market recently, and I just have a few eggs. They're a little on the old side, but they're fine. They're fine. But the bacon is so good. It's from upstate, and is thick cut. It's what we like to call thick cut.
Zip.
You
What
try.
does that sound?
You try. You need a Bloody Mary or anything? Like hair of the dog?
I was going to ask you if you had the ingredients for a Bloody Mary.
I have it mixed up in the fridge already. I figure why not? We like the thick cut.
I will say. I will save one of these pieces of bacon for my Bloody Mary.
All right, this is good. I'll be right back. Yeah, and he brings over a Bloody Mary that looks pretty substantial and pretty heavily spiced.
Nice.
And he's like, "Hey, shove your bacon right in there, and it's so good."
French for a second.
I almost went French. I didn't quite go
You have
French.
to shove your bacon right in there.
Voila. It
Right.
is very good. It's fine.
I'm going to knock it back, and then I'm going to slowly nibble on the eggs just to make sure that I'm okay.
You're going to give me a constitution roll, but I think you're going to be fine.
Yeah. Do these eggs taste like roofies?
That is calm. Oh, that's a failure. So you do get a bit of a
bubble gut.
Yeah, you get a little bit of a bubble
butt.
in your esophagus that you're like, okay, this could go either way.
Right.
This could be me spewing all over this coffee table and
I'll do
the
this,
cribbage
though.
board. Yeah, you want the extra spray, right?
Yeah.
Audio podcast. And but you manage to drink a little bit of water.
Yeah.
And actually the Bloody Mary does help a bit to settle the stomach.
Hair of the dog.
And eventually over a few minutes time, the bacon grease helps to coat things and you're feeling better. So you can realize now that in a couple hours time, you're probably gonna have a pretty good headache.
Yeah.
Because you clearly overdid it last night.
Yes.
And you probably need just like a few moments to simmer down and chill out. And like a blessing, Tomislav says, "Oh, you don't look so good right now. Let me get you Alka-Seltzer."
Oh yeah.
All right. And he runs to the kitchen, whips up an Alka-Seltzer and brings it back to you. And he's like, you need peace and quiet right now. I just need to run a quick errand. Okay. And I will be right back. Okay. You make yourself home. It's fine. And I'll be back in like 15 minutes tops. Okay.
Thank you, Tom.
Do you need anything? You want me to get you
No,
anything?
you've been fantastic.
All right. Well, it's the least I could do for Cribish.
We'll have to play again sometime.
Yes, I would like that very much. I hope you don't. And are we still on for tonight?
Let me check with the boys, but probably.
All right. Yeah, you check with the boys. I have not seen them this morning. I will keep an eye out for them too. And
thank you.
And we will see. But I'll be right back. You please.
Okay.
Relax, enjoy, take your Alka-Seltzer, and I'll be back shortly. And he departs.
Perfect. I changed the locks. He said I could make myself at home.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I'm now a squatter.
You are the captain now.
I run the hotel now. Hey, welcome.
So
Look at me.
You're sitting
I am
there.
the manager now.
You're sitting there with your breakfast eaten. You're feeling better. You take a couple sips of the Alka-Seltzer, and you can feel your stomach starting to settle. You're feeling better now.
I'm going to take all my dishes and rinse them off and clean them and put them on the
Cool,
counter.
you do so, and that's when you realize, oh shit, where's your phone?
Oh. And I start the frantic search again. Like for the shoe, but more panicked.
That's going to be a bit of a spot hidden, isn't it?
A little bit.
Not if I don't find it, isn't it? Unspot hidden.
It's a lot of a spot.
Hey, shocker. I need a 35. I rolled an 84.
Nice.
So,
So
you guys see all the red?
go ahead and give me a listen roll, please.
Don't do it.
I have to. He told me I had to.
You don't have to do it.
Can I change it to 90 and then roll and change it back? Hey, I needed a 40. I rolled a 70.
Nice. Okay. So you're frantically looking around for your phone, even listening for it. Like maybe you'll hear a low battery signal, that sort of thing. But unfortunately, you don't hear anything other than his laundry washing machine going ka-thump, 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 ka-thump. However, something does catch your eye on the coffee table, and that is
sorry, caught my eye on the coffee
the
table.
thing that you guys were talking about last night. There are 2 tickets
to paradise.
I was gonna say.
on the table next to the cribbage board
Oh, yeah.
for the MRGLD exhibit at the Zepter Museum tonight.
Nice. I'm going to pick them up, pocket them, and scalp them outside for them.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I totally forgot about that.
And then he comes back in. Oh, hey. Are you feeling better now?
I am. And that
Oh,
wasn't
so
15
good.
minutes.
Oh, that was
That was
15.
14 minutes.
That was 14 and 30 seconds.
Get back out there.
I'm very efficient. What can I say? It's in my blood.
I just wanted to thank you again. I stayed to make sure that when you came back, I could thank you again. I'm going to go check on the boys, and then I think I'm good for tonight.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I would love to do it. Yeah, so we meet here tonight, and we go. It's New York, so this thing doesn't get started till 9. But maybe you get the little nap or something in, and then we go have a drink or 2, and then we head out. What do you think?
Any dress code that you can give me a hint on?
No, it's an art gallery, so just whatever. Just throw something.
Okay.
On. It don't matter. I'd probably wear a half shirt. I like a half shirt, but it's made of like beer tab cans.
Which half?
There's a lot.
But beer can tabs, you know what I'm saying? It's very shiny.
I'm going to wear my Lilu outfit.
I don't know, Lilu.
You haven't seen The Fifth Element? I'll have to show you.
Oh, that was very nice. That's very pretty. I like that one. That's good. All right, so we meet later, okay?
Sounds good. Thank you
All
again.
right, it's very nice. Yeah, thank you for last night. It was very fun, and hopefully we can do it again tonight. We'll see. We'll see where she goes.
Maybe not with the booze this time.
No. Maybe. I mean, it's fun. It's fun. But we'll see. Whatever you're into is fine. I don't care. I easygoing. I like, maybe we go do some karaoke down in Koreatown. It could be fun too. Karaoke. You like karaoke? Yes. It could be like, we could be like frogs together and just like, sing like frogs.
Why are there so many songs about rainbows?
And what's on the other side?
As he's singing, I'm backing out slowly.
And he closes the door without breaking eye contact. Nice. Okay. So Pippa heads back up to her room, gets spiffied up.
Take a long hot shower.
Take a long hot,
till the water starts to go
luxurious-
cold a little bit.
Absolutely, 100%.
Yeah.
Yep. And you feel your headache sort of recede a bit.
Yeah.
And
Still feels surreal though. walking around and moving. It's like
you get dressed and head over to the guys just as they exit their rooms. What are the odds?
Crazy.
So we'll put you guys together in the hallway.
Yay.
Seems like a good time
to do a
exit my
3-way high
room.
five jump?
No.
Oh.
How do they just stay in midair like that?
Practice.
Are they ever going to come down?
No.
Guys,
Never come down.
I need to say something. I'm really sorry about last night. I shouldn't have left you guys. We should have stuck together. I had a lot to drink.
No excuses.
Well, anyway, I'm
I mean,
sorry.
if you can't hold your liquor, then...
Oh, I held it the whole night in my stomach, my bloodstream. How'd you
Look, I
guys
like
fare?
booze as much as the next one.
As much as the next booze?
Yeah.
I like booze until I have another booze.
Who doesn't?
More booze, please.
Your liver.
Your liver.
Look at this
Your
synergy
liver.
we've got.
Yes, well, if we just for a moment step into Roy's room.
Wow.
I'm going to kind of...
yeah.
You sure? It's Roy's room.
Unfortunately, we must.
It smells
I'm
like
gonna
goat
kinda-
cheese.
Corral everybody into Roy's room and close the door behind me.
Cool.
Everyone?
And you notice that Bugsy has already left. He's decided to go for a quick walk down to Central Park.
And then you
You
hear
guys
out the
scared
window,
him off.
help, help.
He tried to wake up Roy, but Roy was fast asleep. Hey, Roy, hey, I'm just gonna head. Fuck it. He leaves.
Goat cheese.
So the three of you are in Roy's room now.
So we did make quite the discovery in room 217 last night. Roy, I assume the painting is tucked under your mattress.
No.
I'm
Painting?
gonna go and I'm gonna lift up the mattress.
Why are you narrating everything you do?
And the painting's there, of course.
Okay, guys, back up. What happened last night?
You got drunk.
I want all of
Yes.
the details, step by step. What'd you roll?
Well, you got drunk.
You guys did too.
No, I didn't.
Arroyos don't get that sloppy. We're much better at.
I didn't say you
dealing
were
with that.
sloppy.
Anyway, we made our way into room 217.
I remember that much.
Oddly enough, in case you forgot, there were a bunch of paintings hanging on the walls.
That's right.
And
then there was a discovery.
yeah.
What was it? Why
So
is
we
it
had
secret?
a scrap of paper tucked away with our key that said 76 on it.
Okay.
Painting number 76. Well, that's this painting here, and I think you should probably have a look. And I'm going to unroll it and put it on the bed.
And revealed that he accidentally grabbed my hentai.
Why would they have paintings of that in a hotel? What how does that even work? Guys, stop messing
We
with me,
got her
okay? I
good,
drank
Roy.
too much and I already apologized, okay?
You see this man right here? The
Yeah,
old
I
one
can
in the
see the
trench coat?
picture.
So
Put that one away and pull out
when
the other one.
mommy loves an octopus very much.
Oh my
Octodad. Well, in case you hadn't figured out, this is the Charles Blaine.
He's a painting?
Well, somebody painted him into this. He's a person.
So you'd probably
he's
want to
in-
phrase your words properly then.
This is a Charles Blaine.
Which
Not
one?
The Charles Blaine.
So
probably a pretty common name.
he's a famous person? I mean, obviously he had the very large house that no longer is there, and I'll never get my commission off of that.
Thanks, Rocky.
I cast a very, very dirty look at Roy.
I didn't do it.
Sounds like guilt. Anyway, what does this
Smells
have
like
to do
guilt.
with
your commission? Oh,
with
man.
the artifact? I knew he was going to meet his daughter in New York?
Yes, Samantha is Charles's daughter.
Right. So why is he in a painting in the hotel that we're staying in?
That's what we're
That-
gonna figure out.
And if we happen to flip this over, and I'm going to flip
No.
the painting over.
Oh my god, more hentai. Roy, you have some problems.
And before you go there, Rocky, that was actually on the frame now.
I said
Yes.
it. I said it
Yeah.
first. I pay attention.
Oh,
But we wrote it down.
Yeah, I
so
wrote it
it's
down.
Okay.
But you can remember it.
Yes.
Our characters have better memories than we do as people.
That's right.
probably.
But
So I flip
Luckily.
over the painting, and that's when you remember.
luckily, we're gonna go be art critics today at the Zepter Gallery.
Whoa! The Scepter Gallery?
Yes,
They have a showing tonight. Thomas is going to take me.
Oh,
Are you kidding me?
oh
paintings-
Tomas is gonna take you, is he?
Oh. I think things are heating
Yeah.
up, as the kids like to say.
Are you sure
they
you
getting
want us to tag
spicy?
along on your
What
date?
kids? Are you
Wait,
hanging out at
what kids are
playgrounds?
you talking to?
Ooh, nice swing. It's going to be heating up today.
Hey, kids.
Kids in the 1950s like to say.
It's my turn on the slide.
Are you sure
Oh.
you want us to tag along on your date?
I don't know if you have to tag along, but I will be there.
All right, so
So
Rocky, I
maybe
think
we can
need
meet
to
up
do-
there.
I think we need to do the trench coat follow along like we did with
You need
the
to do two kids in a trench coat.
Except
You're like 9.5
I can
feet
do the
tall.
trench coat, but this time I'm on top.
Ooh.
I know.
Ew.
In the
That's what we
past,
call
you
a
were never-
reverse trench coat.
You were never strong enough to hold me up.
Why are you facing the wrong way? Reverse trench coat.
It's just an elaborate setup to powerbomb him.
I can't see anything. Get off my shoulders. Oh,
It's a gorilla mask.
these carrots taste musty.
Damn Oompa Loompas.
Oh.
All right.
Pull it in, guys. This is a serious podcast.
Pull it in.
We're a serious podcast, guys. No fun allowed.
We're back.
Funnels. So I could meet you there. You guys want to see if you can scrounge out some tickets? I can ask Tomas. Maybe he has two more, or can get two more.
If he can get two more, that's fine. But
All right, I'll check
I'm
with
pretty
those
good
Reese.
at
two
getting
more.
tickets.
Not a two more. But you guys try to figure out a way in there. I think that would be good.
Trust me, I know how to get into places.
No,
Zip.
I'm not going to trust you after you blew up a house.
I
Sorry.
didn't blow up the house. You'll notice how I was
I
gone.
cast wreck on him.
Wreck or rack?
Yeah.
Reckon
I'm
rack.
gonna wreck his rack.
I'm gonna,
If I
I'm gonna
park my
cast
car-
Shrek on him.
Yeah.
If I park my car,
Oh,
car
my
and then,
swamp.
if I park my car and you rear end it, is it my fault that there was a car accident?
Yes.
I don't.
Pretty
think
much
so.
because you parked in the middle of the street and slammed your brakes on at 60 miles an hour. So yes, it's
You
your
can't
fault,
park your
ample
car in
time
the
for
middle
you
of
to see it.
I-95.
right?
Or in Harvard Yard, evidently.
Yeah, but if you have a mile and a half to see my car parked, it's not my fault still. I'm right about this. You are both stupid.
Yeah. That's
Have
it.
fun getting thrown out of an art gallery because you're not fancy like I am later.
Nice.
I know how to talk to these people.
I will point out that it's morning, and you got a long time.
Yep.
So
I said the word later, didn't I? I'm aware.
yeah.
You're a werewolf? He's the gray beast that took
Why I
the
can't
dog.
go out.
All right. So you guys are looking at the painting and discussing all these fun things. And yeah, so what now?
Is there any other info you guys got from the painting room
No.
or the second floor at all? I mean, why is it
Well,
closed?
for one, I mean, the guy at the front, what was his name? You know him better than I do.
Her boyfriend.
Tomas?
Yeah, you
He
would
said
know
that
his
they
name.
were renovating, but from what I saw, it doesn't look like they were doing anything. There were no, paint buckets. There were no drop cloths. It looked like it was more abandoned than anything else.
But somebody did go in there. So
What do you mean?
Abandoned. Well, right when we were leaving, there was this elevator that I could clearly hear was descending.
Clearly.
It's all your
Quite
Disney
clearly
experience with the Descendants.
Let's not talk about that.
So who was it that came down in the elevator?
We didn't see.
Didn't bother to stop and check. Wait,
what? So was somebody coming down in the elevator? So it probably wasn't Tomas, because it probably wasn't Tomas. Because I think he lives on the first floor.
It probably wasn't Tomas.
So
we know
who else would
probably was Tomas.
Who else would be in this hotel?
Well, if
Going
you
to
wanted
the
that, you'd
second
have to get
floor.
at the guest logs to
Yeah, I
see
can
if
get to
anyone
that.
else-
I can ask Tomas and see what's going on and who else is in here.
Oh, you would want to ask Tomas.
Yep, that's why I just said that. Okay, so I've got my list. Can I get 2 more tickets for tonight? And who else was up late last night who lives up on between 4th and 6th floor?
To be fair,
Anything else?
Are you sure that you weren't in his room with him at that time?
What are you talking about?
Oh,
You thought it was me in the elevator?
No, I'm just saying. Tomas might not have this information. He could have been
He might not. I
busy.
haven't asked him yet. He might not have it.
He could have been busy at the time.
But I could probably get a peek at the books, if you know what I mean.
Bzizzy.
If you know what I mean.
Ah, wink. Shit.
And then I nod my head towards the hentai. Wink.
Nice.
All right.
All right.
I mean, if you say
I
so.
know what you mean.
Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
I just look at him and I go, one single wink. Wink.
Wink.
All right. Well, I'll go take care of that. And then we've got the whole day. So maybe we could frolic around New York.
I hear there's some lovely shows playing on Broadway.
We should see if we can get a ticket.
As I said, I'm a man
To
who
a
knows how to get
matinee.
ticket.
To a matinee.
I'm a man who knows how
Okay,
to
I'll be right back. I'm
go
going to
ahead.
rush out of the room
Okay.
and go down and see if I can catch Tomas.
Okay. And what are you guys doing?
Staring at each other.
I'm going to go check out the free continental breakfast.
Nice. Okay. Roy?
Hey, Roy, I'm going to go check out the breakfast they have. You want to come along?
Yeah.
It's actually a
All right.
free cat and lentil breakfast.
Yeah. So the continental breakfast is kind of what you expect. It's very threadbare fare. It actually has like the hard-boiled eggs that are wrapped up in plastic. They're like
From the party store.
Yeah. It's not great, and it obviously is not great. But you're able to get a little sustenance out of it.
All right, I get my sustenance on.
Cool. So you're left, kind of wanting, I guess, but
Yeah.
but at least you're full.
Oh shit.
And Pippa, you try to powwow with Tomislav, but he appears to be quite busy on the phone. He keeps, trying to give you signals like just a minute, but keeps talking on the phone and then shrugging, and then and then he'll hang up and say, "Yes, what can I do for you?" And then the phone will ring again, and he's just unavailable.
Okay. The next time he hangs up, right in between calls, I go, "I'll just talk to you later."
It's good. It's good. I'm sorry. I'll be. We'll see each other tonight, okay? And he takes another phone call.
And I reach over and hang it up. I go, "We'll talk now."
Whoa.
No. All right. So I'm gonna go let the boys know
right.
they're still eating breakfast, probably. So
yeah, they're just actually finishing up, and they both look a little green under the gills. Doesn't look great.
they're fish
now.
You kind of get the impression that maybe
Deep one.
you got lucky with your decent breakfast.
Excuse your phrasing.
Yes, super lucky.
Got lucky.
Well, I'm gonna let them know, guys.
Lucky.
He's super busy. So maybe we can touch base like after lunch or something. And I can check then.
You can always try just calling and seeing if they have any more tickets for sale.
Calling Thomas?
No, calling the art gallery.
If you were to call him, he wouldn't.
I already have tickets, so have at it, folks.
You don't even know what you're going to be doing.
Oh, one other thing. I never found my cell phone. Have you seen it?
No.
Well, you already have tickets, so does it really matter?
Did I have it? Do you guys remember if I had it on the second floor?
My phone babysitter?
I don't remember anything. But here's the reason. I know you guys are extremely smart investigators, but if I drop my phone on the second floor and someone found it, like the person in the elevator that you were worried about, they might lead it right to us.
Then maybe.
I'm not an investigator.
Well, I mean, if you dropped your phone in the elevator, maybe you were just drunk and dropped your phone in the elevator. There's nothing suspicious.
I didn't say the elevator, Rocky. I said the second floor.
Then you better head up there.
Second floor. Rocky. I'm like, okay, you guys, I'll just meet you later and I'll go see if I can find my phone. So I'm going to start walking towards the elevator.
I think you mean stage left, even.
Yeah, I'm trying to get someone to go with me, man. I'm trying really hard here.
No.
So Pippa heads towards the elevator, presumably to look for her phone.
Yeah.
And what are you guys doing?
I gotta go get tickets now. So
Line.
Going to the art gallery.
Okay, how you getting there?
Cab.
Line.
He pulls out my phone. Boop, 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 boop.
And Rocky?
I need a cab.
I'm going to trail Peppa to the elevator, but I'm going to take the stairs down to the basement and see what's going on down there.
Ooh, I like where this is heading. Good, we're almost at our break.
I see him walking towards me as I'm just in the elevator, so I hold the door as he walks past me to the stairs. I pull my hand back in and let the door shut. Like, nice. I don't get it.
Nicely done. Okay, good. So we'll do this in a couple different stages here. So let's go ahead and take care of Pippa first. So
I was hoping the cab ride would be first.
That means that mine's more eventful than yours.
No, not necessarily. So, Pippa, you take the elevator from the first floor up to the second floor.
Correct.
And it dings, and the door opens up, and you see what looks like police tape closing the elevator entrance. It's not anything that would prohibit you from actually going into the hallway, but it's clearly like somebody has put this up to,
in my
deter
brain,
people.
Yeah, my brain immediately goes to last night. Whoever was coming down in the elevator probably put this up.
Mm-hmm. But you don't know those things.
Okay, even though we talked about it, all of us together, right? That someone
I
was
don't
coming
know.
down.
Did you? I don't remember that.
Yeah, didn't we all talk about this in the room?
About someone coming
Yeah.
down the elevator?
Yes, someone
Yeah.
coming
Yeah,
down
we
in
talked
the
about that.
elevator. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, but they didn't say
Okay.
anything about like whether or not there was something in front of the elevator. So you don't.
No. I wouldn't have known about the
Yeah.
tape or anything.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why I
We
said
did
I would
mention that
assume.
we bootlegged it out of there because we heard somebody coming down in the elevator and we
Right.
saw the doors open right
Cool.
as we were
So
And
yeah,
going for
my
the stairs.
assumption is that the guy that they almost got caught by probably put this tape up to keep them out,
okay,
not knowing if it was
Pelvis
there
swab.
before or
Cool.
not. Yeah.
Cool.
So I'm gonna kind of sneak under it and
Sneaky.
just the best I can look at the floor. It's pretty dark still because
Yeah,
it's in a
it's
hallway,
very dark.
right? Yeah.
Yep. There's
Yep.
actually no light other than what's coming from the elevator.
Elevator.
shaft. Yeah, elevator carriage,
Okay.
and a little bit from the door that next to the elevator that has the stairwell going down.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of sweep with my feet then, like across the hallway
You
as I
can
walk
see
forward.
it's just
Okay.
dim. It's not pitch
Dim.
black.
Oh, okay. So there are lights on.
No.
Okay. All right. So I'm just gonna do a quick walk down, looking at the room numbers because I remember they said it was 217 that they went into.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't have gone past that.
Yep.
So I'm just gonna scan the floor, looking up as I go past the door to make sure I'm not going past 217. See if I can find my phone.
Yeah, 217 is actually not too far away from the elevator.
Okay. Okay.
That's why these guys could hear it so easily
gotcha.
previously. So yeah, you go down just a couple doors.
Got it.
And you see 217.
Okay.
And yeah, it's there. 217 is there.
Okay. So, not remembering too well last night, I'm gonna didn't find my phone obviously in the hallway. So I'm gonna pop the door open real quick and just take a quick peek in to see if it's maybe just in the entryway of the room.
So you reach down and test the doorknob, expecting it to be locked. But the door handle turns easily. You're not sure why this particular door would be unlocked. Except maybe one of the guys forgot to lock it. And it opens with a creak. And you hear the dim sound of that music, that Fantasia music. Schubert's Ave Maria playing dimly in the interior. And you see a light towards the end of that short entry hallway, clearly around the corner where the gallery was. And there's a bit of a flicker, an electrical anomaly. And then it goes dark and goes light again. Dark, light, dark, light, flickering. You move forward, looking down on the ground to see if your phone is there somewhere. It goes dark again and stays dark. You begin to back away because it's getting a little
The music.
creepy. The music continues to play. And then the lights go back on and you feel this rush of relief. Except now, looking at the end of the hallway, you can clearly see a humanoid shadow. Bent, gangly arms stretched. Rocky.
Did he have my phone?
So you enter the stairwell.
You better not be posting on my
And-
Snapchat.
For sure, there's a stairwell that leads down to a laundry room. I think I actually have a description here of the laundry room someplace. Let me find it. Do, 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 do.
Stop playing that song.
A short flight of steps leads down to what has to be the world's most depressing laundry room. 2 coin-operated front-loading commercial washers and 2 similar model dryers are set against the left wall, looking every minute of their 30-plus years of operation. You're pretty sure if you did put laundry in those machines, they'd probably come out dirtier than when they went in. At the far end of the room is a surly-looking change machine, a soap dispenser, and 2 rickety plastic chairs. A large drain hole in the center of the cracked concrete floors appears as though it's seen its fair share of floods.
Well, this place is rather depressing. Going to scan the perimeter of the room, see if there's anything out of place, anything that stands out.
Cool. Go ahead and give me a spot hidden. Sounds like
There
a
it
spot
is.
hidden. Sounds like it.
I needed a 62. I rolled a 25. That's a hard success.
So you're looking around and you're struck by how dimly lit this place is. This is clearly not a top tier hotel. Number one, it requires you to do your own laundry. That's sorry for that. Or maybe it is Maria, whose placard appeared in your room, who must have to go down here to do other people's laundry, which is even more depressing. However, you do notice that behind one of the dryers, there does appear to be a patch of wall that has been freshly repaired.
Well, what do we have here?
It's a patch of wall.
That has
I'm
been
going
freshly
to-
repaired.
Yes. I'm going to give it a quick knock on the wall to see if I can tell if maybe there's something behind it they're trying to cover up.
Sure. So you walk and sort of wedge yourself in behind the dryer to get at this patch of wall. And you're looking at it, judging it, and you kind of get the impression it's about a 4x3 section of wall. It looks like it has been freshly repaired, maybe within the last few months, for whatever reason. And it only struck you because it's slightly paler than the rest of the wall. Okay? And you knock against it, and you quite clearly hear a hollow sound behind you. Roy.
Gonna pull. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're running short on time, so I gotta tighten this
Wanna
up.
do something. Okay, that's fine.
So, Roy, you
Save that thought for next week.
you head on down to Zepter Museum, and you see, I have a description of that as well. This nondescript 2-story building at 107 Sullivan Street is unadorned by any signage that might identify it as an art gallery or museum, except a single letter Z etched into the single full-length glass entry door. There is a panel mounted just outside with a buzzer and intercom.
I'll buzz.
So you walk up and buzz the intercom. There's a moment of silence. You can hear the city buzzing around you, people laughing, kids screaming. And then a voice calls through. Yes. How may I help you?
Hi, I'd like to get 2 tickets for the gallery.
Oh, wouldn't we all, honey? And I think
Yes,
that's where
I
we'll
would.
end it.
Yes, I would. He says.
I think that's where we'll end it right there.
Nice.
Tune in next time as we play another reel. of the Lovecraft tapes. All right, guys. That'll be it. So let's go ahead and if I can find my dang thing here. Thank you for listening. Oh, we're a little ahead of here. Now it's time for some recommendos. So share our geeky obsessions. Please roll D100.
17.
Oh, yeah.
66.
Oh, I like it.
10.
I got a 10. Gabe's got an 82. So it's going to be me, Brian, Matt, then Gabe. So I'll start this off. So as you guys know, I have been trying to do something a bit more eclectic with my recommendos. And I've been switching out the genre or type of recommendo each week, each session, each episode, each tape. And this week, this episode, I'm going to recommend some music. Nice. If you have been following me on Discord or even on Twitter, you'll know that I've had a latest obsession with a singer-songwriter by the name of Tegan Johnson. No relation. There's an extra T in there. More capital T. So Tegan Johnson is a singer-songwriter, formerly of the band Little Coyote. I discovered her work in the horror movie on Shudder, a Shudder exclusive called The Strings, which was a pretty nice sort of surreal, very moody, slow moving, which I kind of like, atmospheric, eerie horror film. Tegan Johnson was born in the Yukon, which I find oddly compelling for some reason. Raised between South Africa, Spain, Switzerland, and the west coast of Canada, where she currently resides in Toronto. She plays music that is reminiscent of Tori Amos, another singer and songwriter. Mm-hmm. Very lyric driven, very dense lyrics, and piano based or even keyboard synth. She does a lot of looping, that sort of thing. But the songs are filled with sadness, love, and longing. A lot of breakup stuff. She has a rhythmic flow that is like an elegy. Looking out over a snowy tundra. That's the sort of evocative image you get while you're listening to her stuff. And, because there are a lot of relationship and breaking up lyrics and thematics, it just feels like someone yearning to find their true mate. It is also kind of funny that Tegan, in her latest music video, features huskies, which remind me of John Carpenter's The Thing. They're piercing blue eyes, those icy blue eyes. Yeah. And she has those same eyes. And so it's this cool visual that matches the songs. And I'm in love with her. I mean, her music is exactly the kind of thing that I like to dwell in and sort of spend too much time in. I don't know if you guys have those sorts of genres of music, but anyways, that is my recommendo. Seek out Tegan Johnson. She has just launched her solo career from Little Coyote. And I believe her new album is coming out. She released one single last week. Music video came out this last Monday. And the full album, I believe, is coming out within the next month or two. I think it's in February sometime. So check it out. Tegan Johnson.
Woohoo! Yep. You're married, sir.
I know. I could be in love with lots of things. Sorry.
Oh, so she's a thing now.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Brian, You're up next.
I am. And guess what? It's not a Netflix show.
I don't believe you.
It's not a Hulu show.
No.
Liar.
I'm doing something different as well.
Disney
It's
Plus.
a Disney Plus show. No, it's a product. Actually, it's a company.
And or service.
Have you ever heard of IBM? No.
IBS.
Hey,
Dell.
too soon. I'm going to recommend the company Govee. Govee. Yeah, they do. They go. It's a company that deals primarily with like LEDs, smart devices, like bias lighting for your television that matches the colors that are on your screen behind your television, so it enhances your visual effects of whatever you're playing a game or watching a movie or anything like that, which I have. And it's unbelievably good. They do light strips. They do bulbs like Philips smart bulbs, except they have every color that you could imagine and more in their bulbs, better than Philips. I just went to their website and I noticed that they also have humidifiers and dehumidifiers and indoor and outdoor lighting, car kits for under your car lighting, like in GTA cars, in your car lighting. So they basically do everything with smart devices. I think they started out real small. I discovered them on Amazon, and I bought 2 of their light bulbs because I wanted to compare against the Philips, which are fairly expensive. I think it's like $40 for 2 light bulbs from Philips, if you want something that does multiple colors, which I do. And these, I believe, 2 of them were $12 or $13, so I was not expecting anything. They outperformed them. I still have them. They work fantastic. I use them in my bar, over my bar. All of the LEDs on my bar are from Govee. And the great thing is you don't need a separate hub to control them. If you have an Alexa or a thou shall not be named that starts with a G in your house, it can work through voice control. So you can basically automate your entire home with LED strips or bulbs or anything very inexpensively. And that's what I'm working on now in my home, is to be fully automated with just voice control. So this allows me to do that without having to break the bank. So definitely check them out. Great company, great products. Have not had a single issue with anything that I've purchased from them. They are on Amazon and they run specials all the time. It's called Govee, Govee, and they do LED lighting.
Nice. Go V. Go V.
Go V. Oh wait, that pertains
Top
to earlier.
V.
Stop V. Go V. Thanks, Bri. Appreciate that. And Matt, you're up.
So you know how last week when I said I would never recommend anything but games? That was a lie, because I'm going to recommend something that's not a game.
Is it a TV show on Netflix?
TV show, yes. Netflix, no. This is Amazon Prime Video.
Oh no.
So after several years and much fanfare, I am very happy to say that The Legend of Vox Machina, the animated series based off of the incredibly popular Twitch streaming show Critical Role, is, well, at time of recording, not quite out yet, but by the time this episode comes out, it'll be out. So it's on Amazon Prime Video, and what it is they took a couple of episodes from their campaign, a whole story arc, and they worked with Titmouse Studios to turn it into a full animated series. And after being able to see the Kickstarter backer screening for the first 2 episodes, I'm super happy to say that they did an absolutely amazing job with it.
Nice.
It's really beautifully animated. It's a lot of fun to watch, and I'm super excited to see what the rest of the season holds. Even if you've never listened to Critical Role before, or you've never even heard of it, this show is structured in a way where you can enjoy it even if you're not already a fan. The first 2 episodes are basically an introduction to Vox Machina, the characters, and who they are. And then from there, we are off to the races for the rest of the first season with what was one of the biggest story arcs of the first campaign. which I don't want to spoil because it's going to be really fun for all the people out there who don't know anything about Critical Role to experience for the first time. So if you have Amazon Prime and you're a fan of animation, go ahead and go check out The Legend of Vox Machina.
Cool.
I'm excited to see it.
Me too. If there's something I need more in my life, it's a lot of teat mice.
I've
heard that about you.
Titmouse.
But multiples. So teat mice.
Yeah.
Thank
2.
you, Matt. Appreciate that. And
Whoop, whoop.
Gabe, you finish this up, buddy.
I'm gonna piggyback off of last week's recommendo, and I'm gonna recommend the Stardew Valley board game.
Ooh.
I finally got my hands on it after I didn't get the first shipment, but I got the second shipment, and now it seems
Nice.
like it's actually managed to stay in stock. If I don't know if it ships out of America, so if it doesn't, sorry. But it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a board game based off of Stardew Valley, and I think it is just about as good of an interpretation as they could have possibly made it.
Wow.
It's different for sure, but it needs to be. And honestly, if it was the same thing, I wouldn't be recommending it. It's a different take on a game that I love and many people do, where in this version, you have events that happen daily and you go day by day, and then you take your actions, and your goals are to complete the community center and Grandpa's quests and things by the end of the year. So you're playing through 4 seasons, and that's the game. And I will say, I did find it a little bit easy. I think having a knowledge of the video game actually really does help you in the board game.
Yeah.
Because I mean, you got to make friends, and just even knowing, oh, well, Willie likes fish. So
Yeah.
if I'm drawing to try and make friends with Willie, I should draw when I have fish and things like that. And so I think it is good to play it in a way that suits you. It's a game that is open for customization in your own house rules and stuff. I haven't done that much yet, but I plan on it. It's just a lot of fun. I will say that my one problem with it is that in this version they really ramp up the evil with Jojo Mart. Like in the video game, I don't care what anybody says, they're really not all that bad. But like they're not any worse than Pierre. But in the board game, they're just fucking bastards. And so yeah. But I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's it's definitely the best game I've played that is like a cross-platform thing. I find that board games is something that's hard to it's hard to have an IP that you care about in a board game for me. So I'm very impressed with it.
Cool.
I also just got I've had it for about 2 weeks now, and I just got an email that says that my order is on its way. So
I can only imagine how overwhelmed they are.
Yeah.
How long does it take to play like one playthrough?
it's a pretty long game.
Is it? Okay, I was hoping
probably
that.
takes about an hour minimum.
Okay.
It
That's
took
not
us
too
a lot
bad.
longer the
Yeah.
first try just because figuring everything out.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Once
I mean,
you're
your first
rolling.
playthrough of any game is going to be, half speed until you figure out how everything operates.
I think
Yeah.
minimum an hour when you're rolling. So
Well, I suggest picking up the bootleg version, Stardew Valley. So it goes much quicker. Takes no time at all. Nice. All right. And that's it for this episode of the Lovecraft Tapes. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe on whatever podcast platform you prefer. If you like what you hear, please leave us a review. Meanwhile, you can find us at lovecrafttapes.com with links to all our socials, including Discord, Reddit, YouTube, Twitch, and much, much more. So much more. You can find me on Twitter at Lovecraft Tapes.
And if anybody knows where I can hire a better drywall repair guy, because, clearly they shoddy work here. It should be better. Let me know about him on Twitter at @TheRealWeirdKid. Or if you want more live interactive gaming goodness, I'm also now streaming on Twitch at @ThatOneWeirdKid.
And if anybody wants to give me fancy classes so I can get these art tickets pretty easily, you can find me at Lovecraft Gabe.
If anybody finds my phone, just just ship it to me. You don't need to contact me at Brian Podcast. Just send it right to me directly, please. Don't look in the photos.
Until next time, roll for cribbish.
Strip cribbish.
Strip cribbish.
Glad it wasn't
yes.
hentai.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching tonight, and